I'm Jono, auditing LM Studio and Msty to see if you should follow the developer money or the user experience. I wrote the script and Al is on the voiceover. Let's start.
In January 2026, a local artificial intelligence tool shipped an update that let it run headlessly on servers with no graphical interface at all. Same month, a different local artificial intelligence tool shipped a feature that puts multiple personas into a group chat so they can argue with each other about your question. Both are described as local model runners. Both let you download a model and talk to it privately on your own machine. But one just pivoted toward being developer infrastructure, backed by $19 million in venture capital. The other just pivoted toward being a productivity workspace funded entirely by its own users. And neither one is open source, which is an uncomfortable detail in a community that built its identity around transparency. Two tools, two trajectories, same label on the box. LM Studio is built by Element Labs Incorporated, a 9-person team in Brooklyn, New York, formerly called Modifiable. The application launched in May 2023, and the company has since raised $19.32 million from venture investors, including Firstmark Capital and Matrix Partners. That funding matters here because the entire point of local model tools is that your data stays on your machine. When the company behind that promise has investor pressure to find a scalable revenue model, the long-term direction of a free desktop application becomes a relevant question. The application is closed source. The inference engines underneath are custom forks of open source projects with proprietary patches, meaning their behavior can diverge from the community-maintained upstream. Version 0.4, shipped January 2026, changed what the product actually is. The headline feature is a headless Daemon that runs on servers and machines with no display at all. Load a model, expose it over a network interface, and any application can query it. This is not a chat tool anymore, it is local developer infrastructure. The same release added parallel inference, so a single model handles multiple requests simultaneously, and an endpoint compatible with the format used by Anthropic's models shipped 2 days later. Tools built to work with cloud providers can now point at a local model on your own hardware as a drop-in replacement. Model discovery is polished. A built-in hub lets you search, filter, and download with multiple quantization options. A command line tool handles downloads and server management. Memory estimation shows exactly what a model will consume before loading. Official libraries exist for Python and TypeScript. The 0.4 launch was rough. Community feedback was explicitly negative about stability, with crashes and interface bugs reported immediately. A fix followed 2 days later. Commercial use was restricted until July 2025, when the requirement was removed entirely for the desktop application. An enterprise tier exists for organizations needing access controls and private sharing. Msty is built by CloudStack, a small team with no disclosed venture funding. The product rebranded during 2025, moving its domain as it repositioned from a desktop application to what it now calls a studio platform. It is also closed source, and for a tool positioned around privacy that handles sensitive documents and personal data, the inability to audit the code is harder to reconcile than it is for developer infrastructure. Community reviewers have called this out directly. Where LM Studio optimizes for running models locally, MSTY optimizes for being a single interface to everything. It connects to over 15 cloud providers alongside local backends. You can switch providers mid-conversation or run the same prompt against multiple models simultaneously in a split view and compare responses side by side. That comparison feature has been core since the earliest versions. Crew mode, shipped February 2026, lets multiple personas with different instructions participate in a single group conversation, simulating an expert panel. Knowledge stacks is the other defining feature. The document retrieval system has gone through 2 major overhauls already. The current version supports folder synchronization that updates automatically when files change, re-ranking for better retrieval accuracy, web page ingestion, and pause and resume for large uploads. Real-time data injects live web search results into conversations with both local and cloud models. Turnstiles provide visual workflow automation without writing code. The free tier covers core functionality. The paid tier adds the web version, advanced workflows, shadow personas that analyze conversations in the background, and enterprise cloud providers. The changelog velocity is impressive, but so is the bug surface. One community observation compared it to a similar open source tool, noting that the alternative does more with less polish. Feature breadth means any individual capability may be less mature than you would expect from a dedicated tool. The clearest way to understand the gap is to look at where they do not overlap at all. Msty Studio has a production-grade local server with multiple endpoint formats, a headless daemon, official libraries for 2 programming languages, and a command line interface for remote management. Msty has none of these. Msty has an integration with 15 cloud providers, live web search, visual workflow automation, a document retrieval system with folder sync and re-ranking, and group chat with multiple personas. Msty Studio has none of those either. The overlap exists in the middle. Both run local models, both support tool calling, both have split view. But even in the overlap, the depth differs. Msty Studio's split view is 2 panes added recently. MSTY's multi-model comparison is a core feature with years of refinement. Msty Studio's document chat is functional but basic. Msty's knowledge stacks have gone through 2 complete rebuilds. Here is the detail that reframes things. MSTY version 2.5.3, shipped February 2026, specifically updated its Msty Studio integration to detect the new response formatting. These tools are designed to work together. Run Msty Studio as the inference backend handling model, loading and serving, then point MSTY at it for the richer interface. Multi-model comparison, document retrieval, cloud model mixing, and workflow automation all running against locally served models. For users who want both the best inference quality and the most feature-rich experience, running them simultaneously is the intended configuration, not a compromise between 2 competing products, but a stack where each tool handles what it was actually built for. If you are building applications that need a local model as a backend, Msty Studio is the only tool here with a headless daemon, multiple compatible endpoint formats, official programming libraries, and parallel inference that makes local models viable in production. If you need to point a coding assistant at a local model instead of paying for cloud access, this is how you do that today. If you want a single interface that brings together local models, cloud providers, document retrieval, web search, and workflow automation. Without writing code, Msty is doing something nobody else in this space has committed to at the same depth. Mixing a local model against commercial alternatives in the same split view on the same prompt produces insights that running them separately never will. The funding structures deserve acknowledgement. 19 million in venture capital means Element Labs has obligations to investors expecting returns. The desktop application being free does not mean the business model is settled. Msty being bootstrapped means the product survives on what users actually let pay, which aligns incentives differently when the tool handles private data. Neither structure is inherently better, but both create pressures that shape what these products become next. Both tools are closed source. Neither lets you verify what the application does beyond monitoring network traffic yourself. In a space where the open source alternatives are fully auditable from the code up, that is worth naming out loud. The real competition is not between these 2 applications. It is between local inference as a concept and the monthly subscriptions that cloud providers charge for the same capability. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.